today in the studio, I have a very good friend of mine, which I still have notes because she's done so much that I need to make sure I don't miss anything. Her name is Nicola Graham. Yeah, very sexy name, isn't it? She's sexy too. But anyway, she is so damn talented and funny as hell. She has done stand-up. She writes, she produces, she sings, she acts. What can't she do? She created an original short film that became an internet meme of a sexually oblivious female called Karen Shipley. And Karen's been on Uber Humor, Reddit, and The Chive, just to name a few. She co-wrote, co-produced, co-starred, co-created the hashtag show, which was an internet sensation with me and our other very good friend, Sylvia Brindis. I'm so excited to have her here. She's going to be part of Left Unsupervised, and she's helping me bring you guys some really funny stuff. We have a great season ahead, and I can't wait to have you guys meet her. And here she is, my buddy, my friend, Nicola Graham. So, Nicola.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. First of all, I got to tell you, I'm so excited to be working with you again.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited to be working with you. Just like playing with you, really, because that's all it always is.
Oh yeah, we're gonna laugh a lot, snort a lot.
Yeah,
well, and I mean
cackle.
snort because we cackle.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Oh my God. So Nicola is joining Left Unsupervised, and she's going to help me really bring some funny. We want to do more stuff. Like we want to do some sketches. We're doing Left Unsupervised on the street, taking it to the streets, harassing people.
Totally.
And what do you think? I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm always in such awe of you. We worked together before, so I know how you work, but you as just a human being is amazing. And I've just been so proud of you in this journey and watching you do it and just like kill it. You're just killing it. So I'm so you guys didn't see it. She was just like, but I was like, I'm so proud and honored to be here. So thank you for having me. It's just gonna be fun.
Well, you know, it just seemed like the perfect fit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've worked together before. We created some really spectacular stuff. And just for you guys that don't know, we worked with, we had one more partner named Sylvia Brindis. We don't want to leave her out because we all co-created, co-produced, co-wrote, you know, this show that I feel was very innovative at the time that we did it.
Absolutely. It was so innovative. It was a sketch comedy show on Instagram, but it was so innovative that, do you remember when we were coming up with the idea, the three of us, Instagram videos were still only 10 seconds long.
Oh my God,
They
that's
weren't even a
right.
minute, and we were still going to do it. We were like, oh, we got this. Or maybe it was like 15 seconds or something ridiculous. We're like, we can tell a story. And and then we were like, oh, now we've got a minute. Wow, that's a lot of time.
And it was so hard to get it in within a minute. I
God.
can't even imagine what 15 seconds would have been
We
like.
were buffoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did I'm like surprised at how many sketches we were able to do.
I feel like we did around 30. It was like
32.
Okay, wow, yeah.
32. And we had like, remember, it was like I had to freak out because we had so many sketches. I'm like, we can't do all of them.
Well, yeah, also because we were trying to do them in like a week. Like we were very ambitious. Remember when we were young and free? That was like 3 years ago.
And had lots of hopes.
We did. We killed it though. It was so much fun. And yeah, I do think that we were ahead of our time in so many ways. But also, I don't know, it would actually be fun to redo it in some capacities or, you know, see.
Well, yeah.
I think we'd bring something different to it now.
Yeah, and I think we have a lot more experience.
Yes.
You know, even like 3 years is a long time in like the acting world.
It is.
You know?
It's like dog years.
Yeah.
It's like 21 years.
And then we got to work with some really cool people.
Oh, my
That was like the
gosh.
bomb. We got to work with Dave Bautista, who
Nicest man ever invented.
not only the nicest, but goddamn, he's funny.
He's so funny. And the best part about him is he has no idea how brilliant he is. Like, I'm sure he does, but he's so humble and so kind.
Yeah, he's like as big of a guy as he is. That's
Yeah.
how big his heart is.
Yeah.
You know, I just like, he's just such cool peeps. You know, notoriety aside.
Yeah.
He was just like, amazing.
Yeah.
And then we worked with Krista Allen.
Who's hilarious. I was just thinking about her sketch the other day. There was one where she had to just like do multiple takes of crying over and over again. And it was over like the stupidest thing, like obviously because it was comedy. And every time it was like somebody had like killed her
babies.
Yeah, something I was trying to, because I know she has a dog, so you can't say that. But like, she was such I was like, this woman is an amazing actress and so funny.
Well, and she brought so much character into, like, we gave her these sketches, and then she really built on those characters.
Yeah,
and she came with a variety of readings for one character.
Yeah.
She's a really talented chick too.
Really talented, really funny.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I look back on that and I go, God, fuck, that was really, really cool. Look, what's your craziest memory of like shooting that? Because it all seems like we got 32 sketches, we wrote it, we produced it, we did everything.
Yeah.
You know, had to sit with the editors.
And everything that could have gone
editors.
wrong did. Remember that?
Oh my God.
We won't talk about certain production houses, and also like it was made for the phone, and that we shot it on a red camera and against all. It was just stupid. Like, you know.
For social media.
For social
that's
media.
Not really. Well, not only that, you remember we had this production house that we had rented, and when we got there, we had all these different sets, right?
Yeah.
And then when we got there, nothing was built. So not only did we write, produce, we painted, we built, we
sat around while things were being painted and built. Like, it was we learned a lot. That's why it would be really interesting to do it again, because I mean, man, we became pros at that and like making shit happen. Yeah, I don't know about the craziest idea though. I feel like the thing that popped into my mind was I feel like it was our first day. That one day it was the longest day and we still had like 3 things to shoot. We were ending with Sylvia's like angry emo girl who hits the watermelon and all of that stuff. And it was like 2 or 3 in the morning or something. And we had to come back in the next morning. And
we had a call time of like 7. We're like, why the fuck do we make call time 7?
Call time, and we had to come like hair, make. And so like while you're at hair, makeup ready and one thing producing, somebody else is on set. Like, we juggled every ball ever made in the world.
Shit, we did it.
We did it.
We did it good. We had a huge following.
Yeah, it was really fun.
You know, it was really, really fun.
And all different types of humor and sketches and dancing and, you know.
Yeah, you know, the best thing is like I realized that you can have all these brilliant ideas, right? Yeah. But they don't all work. Like on paper, you know, what I learned was like, one of the big lessons I learned is like something on paper can look really funny.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't translate into like what's in the picture, like The Fly, you know, the Fly one. In my head was hilarious. And then when we shot it, I was like, this is really dark.
Yeah, but you know, you never know who's bringing that energy and stuff like that. Because I do think it was funny. I mean, it was a dark comedy.
It is a dark comedy, yeah.
But it was interesting because what we thought really worked. Sometimes we'd see the edit and we were like, oh my God,
what happened?
Yeah, and some things that we thought were unsalvageable. You know,
I love the sketch. One of my favorite sketches is I love Kiku. And I loved you. What was it? What was the name of that sketch? It was Man Crush. Was it for Man Crush? The one where you're in the park.
And My Little Pollyanna. Was it that one? Or no, that's Relationships.
Was it relationship? Was it relationship goals where you're in the park and you're reading and somebody's mugging you?
Yes. John Michael.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. You should still. There's something. They're still up. It's at
at hashtag go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're really fun, and
if you don't think that they're funny, watch them anyway, and then let us know that.
Yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about
Some
that.
are definitely better than others. I'm not gonna lie. There's some that are like, all right,
but that happens on like all variety shows. I think sketch
Saturday Night Live. Sometimes I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How do you still exist?
My dream in life is to work with Will Ferrell.
Like
I would.
That's a good dream.
Like just thinking about it makes me laugh.
Yeah. Well, we need to get into his production company.
How on ball would you have to be?
Will, are you out there? Adam McKay.
We're ready.
Yep. We'll make you see us. Don't worry.
Watch #go. So Nikki, you did Wheel of Fortune.
I did. I was on Wheel of Fortune.
Squares, right?
And Hollywood Squares. I'm like a game show. Like I'm obsessed with games. But like Wheel of Fortune was my dream. I'm not kidding. It still was the greatest day of my life.
And you won a freaking car.
I won a freaking car. I won a trip to Hawaii. I won the final puzzle, obviously, to win the car. My favorite part is I look back because it was so surreal, but it was one of those things like I dreamed of every single day. And it's one of those things that I'm just like, if you dream it, it will happen.
It will happen.
And then, but I didn't think that at the time. And I literally dreamed it every single day. I talked about it. I did a rip-off calendar day. Like I practiced.
You manifested that shit.
And I manifested it. And looking back, now I'm like, oh, you really do just have to think about something because it's still like, I'm like, well, why am I not putting that into practice into like men or like other things? But I'm like,
that's a little more complicated.
What? Yeah, it is. However, it's kind of not, you know?
Right. It is.
But I did, I watched the tape back. I digitized it and I was rewatching it. And like, first of all, I'm like, who is this girl? Because I look so different. And I have a really high pitched voice, like at least compared to this.
Was it new when you were newly in town?
It was when, yes. I had moved in 2001.
Texan?
I've never sported Texan, but I definitely was like fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
But at the very end, I run to my car and I sit in my car and I just start to do this weird way. And I start to go, I literally, like if you listen, I say 3 times, I look fabulous. I look fabulous. And I'm like, why? First of all, it's like, what? How did that be the thing? And like I was just like ugly crying. I was just like, meh. Like the whole time I just have like ugly cry face. But it was the greatest day of my life. It was surreal.
You love those kind of shows, game shows. You really do.
Yeah, I've auditioned for a lot of game shows.
Give me some of the game shows you've auditioned
for. So I did I did Wheel of Fortune and then I didn't think I got on. So I was like, fuck you. If you don't want me, I'm going to go out for another game show. So I auditioned for Hollywood Squares, which then I got on. But then if you do a game show in the state of California, you can't do like another one within a year or there's a statute of limitations or within a certain number of time. So like the way I got onto Hollywood Squares is, Wheel of Fortune is a whole different story, which I'll tell another time, perhaps, probably not. But it is.
Did you sleep with anybody?
My mouth was sore. I'm just kidding. Me too. Sorry. Elizabeth did that. That was not me. Plus, I feel like everybody in a game show would probably be gay, right? I feel like I would be the last person they'd want around. But my sister actually got on Wheel of Fortune before I did.
Oh, wow.
And then I got on. And then, so I did those 2. I tried out for The Mole. I don't know if you ever saw that show on ABC.
I remember that show.
I loved that show. I was going to try out, I was thinking about Survivor. I was like, no, but then like Amazing Race. And then there's a lot of dating shows that I've auditioned for and like a few new game shows that have been in the works that I don't think ever made it.
Did you ever do Love Connection? Did you audition for that?
I didn't. I feel like it had a lull, but you know what? I did do Blind Date twice. I did it. I did it the first time, and then they brought me back for a second chance date.
What was that like?
It was the worst thing in the entire world. And like they get you really drunk, and then they don't give you food. And I was a virgin at the time. I was a virgin till I was 25 years old.
Really?
Yeah. And I was a virgin, and they knew that. And
how
they
do you
kept
bottle
trying
that
to
sexiness for until you're 25?
I'm still learning to uncork this shit, man. Anybody want to help?
Well, I was a late bloomer too. I lost my virginity at 19.
Well, that seems so early to me.
Really?
Yeah, but again, look who you're talking to.
You know what? I came home and I was crying, and my cousin's like, I was living with my cousin, and I was like, oh, because I grew up in a cultish kind of religion, like Jehovah's Witness. So I thought I was gonna die and go to hell if I had sex, which that created a problem with it itself the first time I had sex, right?
It can't be fun
so
with
I came home and I go to my cousin, she was having sex at 15. So I come home at 19. I'm like, I can't believe it. I had sex. It was horrible. First time was horrible. So I was like, it's horrible. I can't believe people have affairs for this. And she looks at me. She goes, why are you crying? And I'm like, can you believe this happened? And she goes, I can't believe you waited this long. And she goes, I'm so glad, because I'd get in she had a convertible, and my hair always had to be, Jersey girl, properly queefed? Is that the
Coifed.
You
Queef
see?
is a whole different kind of airflow.
Hey man, I'm Latina, okay?
That's a different kind of convertible. Different wind blowing through your hair.
We're gonna have a lot of these.
Girl, your hair's queefed.
I just got it. We were playing Citizens Against Humanity, and then one of the answers was queef, and my mother-in-law goes, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And she looked it up, and Aiden was at the table, and she looked it up, and she's like, "Oh my God," and she put the phone down. So I can't believe I messed up that word.
I can't. I 1,000%
I just played
can.
this weekend.
Oh, it was? Does Aiden know what it is?
No.
He's got to.
No, he said, I don't know. And then his cousin, who's 21, was like, you don't want to know. It's kind of gross.
It's not gross. I won't expound upon that anymore. All right, but you had your perfect coiffed hair in the convertible.
And then, yeah, everything had to be perfect all the time. And then once I got laid, I was like, put the top down, girl.
Go. I love that. How was the second time? Was it better?
Oh, it was much better.
Okay. Was it the same guy?
Yeah. But, you know, I was new to the game, so I didn't realize a lot of the problem was him. So,
yeah.
you know.
Was he new to the game?
No, but he just wasn't good at the game.
Yeah. He was a B-teamer. That's funny.
Oh my God. So are you trying out for any talk shows? I mean, any game shows?
No. Okay. No. Well, I had a few sort of in the list, but I actually I'm obsessed with this new show that I actually it's so embarrassing, but like I would love.
Which one is it?
Have you seen the show Flirty Dancing?
Oh, I just saw the previews for that.
You haven't seen the show?
No.
Okay, you have to see the show. It is okay. It's like I remember I saw the previews too, and I was just like so stupid. And then I watch it, and I'm like, I gotta be on that show.
Oh my God.
So like I looked up. I actually brought the questions because I was like, if any. So I think you and Mike's marriage is one of the most beautiful and amazing things I have ever known. And I love both of y'all separately, but you guys together, it gives me hope. And it's like, he's just such a champion in your corner. And I'm like, I can't wait for my champion for real. Like I
got a good one.
You did. And so did he. And you guys make each other better. And I love that.
Well, yeah, you have to work at it. Like, I mean, we have our go away sex weekends where we just, yeah, we had like once every couple of months we go away and, you know, tear it up.
I love that. and like you guys keep it fresh. You had your bed, that little swingy thingy.
Oh, Nikki.
Nope. Oh, you brought the tear it up. I bring up a bench and I get muted. All right.
Yeah.
I'll stay away from the bench.
I like that bench.
I can't quite even imagine it. That's how long it's been since I've been around a bench, if you will. But because of y'all, and like the fact that you keep it fresh like that, I just think is so amazing. And so like I was like, well, if there's anybody, like, first of all, these questions. So I look up Flirty Dancing's application.
Okay, is there a million questions?
There's a million questions, literally like 2 pages worth of questions. And I really did. My friend was like, get on a dating app and get on Flirty Dancing. And I was like, fine. So like I did the dating app and I was like, all right, I'm back in the game. We'll see what happens. I'm at least back online. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna look out the questions. And I started to fill it out and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like they're really hard. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna see Elizabeth. I was like, I'd actually love your thoughts as a married woman who is happily in love.
Okay.
Some of your thoughts on some of the questions.
I'm glad you brought the questions.
Okay.
Or so you're trying to get on.
Well,
we got to get you on.
I do and I don't. It terrifies me, which is also why I think everything that terrifies me, I feel like I have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, unless after this talking about them, they're like, you know, they blackball me for life, which would be accurate as well. They're allowed to do that.
Oh, they are. All right, so let's talk about it.
But yeah.
Hey,
well,
just
so
give it publicity.
Yeah. It's such a good show, by the way. And like, so there's the format of one girl meets 2 guys.
Right.
And so she does 2 different, so the girl goes and meets with Jenna Dewan, and like Jenna has picked out the guys, supposedly, the guys and the songs. So let's say it's me, and so I would get 2 different guys and 2 different dances. And so I go and I hear the first song, first dance, learn that. I think you learned sort of both a little bit the first day. And then each guy goes in separately and they learn their dances. And one's always like a really sexy, like revealing romantic one. And one's sort of just like a fun, like dance around one.
Right.
And so then like after like 4 days of rehearsal, then you go and it's like dance day and you dance one in a day and then the guy goes away and then you change and then you dance the second guy.
So the first time you meet the guy, you're going to do a dance together.
You just dance together and you can't talk. So it's literally like I'm sitting like this and he comes up and he taps my shoulder and I'm like, you know, and then you just start dancing. Like they're always this like really funny reveal.
You have to get on this show.
I really want to be on the show. But I'll tell you in a real moment of truth, the reason why I want to be on this show is because I really truly am looking for love. Like I'm not fucking around. I'm ready for my guy. And like I've done the work. I'm ready, and I'm ready for a guy who's ready as well.
And look at this. How do you not want this sexy mom? Not only are you beautiful, Nikki, but you have a good heart. You are constantly, you know, working on yourself, like we all have to, you know, in order to keep, you know, moving forward and being better humans.
Yeah, that's my main goal. Like I love learning about life and me and wanting to be better. Like I really do. I think it's fascinating to me, but I also think it's everything.
Right.
Yeah. But thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
But then also like I have never as a woman really gotten into my sexuality, into my body, into like passion. Like I've really never known passion and like that kind of love. And so I'm looking for that too. And I think, and I'm also looking to be vulnerable this year. And I think that the show would be so amazing because you have to physically get into your body and you have to feel it and you have to feel sexy and confident and like, and be vulnerable at the same time. And so doing that with a stranger in front of a camera crew on a TV show that's going to air in front of millions of people is terrifyingly exciting to me.
I love it.
I know. I feel like it'd be really fun.
I feel voyeuristic.
Yeah.
Like I want to see that.
Well, I would need your help for sure to shake my hips a little.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie. And mine are mute. So they could use a little, you know,
little lube.
Queefing. I mean, yeah. Definitely lube. But yes. Okay. So here's some questions.
Okay.
Okay. Well, first of all, the first one's like, what's your dream date and dream partner? These are not necessarily ones we have to go over, but like, that's a hard question. What's your dream date? Like,
do you know what your dream date is?
I mean, no. Like, yes, like Paris, but like also like just sitting and like talking and like really deeply connecting, you know?
Right.
But maybe in Paris.
Right. Well, Paris would definitely be a dream date.
Like captured and flown on a private jet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hot. But I got to tell you, like, I thought, you know, I had this one date, you know, when I was dating, and this one guy which would have been a dream date for many a women, and I freaked me out. Like, he had strawberries and on the beach, and it was like this champagne, and I'm like, dude, it's our first date.
No, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Like, disingenuous to me. Like, that just seems like, oh, you do this all the time and you're trying too hard.
Yeah, it was like,
It probably is a small dick.
So a delayed reaction.
Don't you think?
I didn't stick around to find out.
Nah.
That just killed it for me, the strawberries.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then he told me that his parents got married like after the first date.
That's it.
So I was like,
he's chasing mommy.
Okay, so well, that's.
But I feel like it's connection. See, that's why it's such a hard question, because it's like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't care. Like, if I was sitting in like a busy cafe, you know, with water, but like we were talking and it was like we've known each other forever, that's a dream date. Like, it's really about the guy.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think dream date for me is somebody that can make me, that I can connect to, but makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I love to laugh.
Yeah.
So like that has a humor. So maybe make it more about, instead of the visual part of it, more of like the
connection.
The connection.
Yeah.
Like what connection would be perfect for you? Like, what is that one thing? For me, would be laughter. You know, like somebody that can make me laugh.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. They do okay. So let's see. Well, I thought this was interesting. What is the type of person you usually go for versus the type of person you should be with? Like, would you know how to answer that? Like, that's hard, right?
No.
It's like these are questions that I'm like, well, if I knew this, why would I be on this show?
What type of like I always went for the bad boys, the very dark guys, and then it was like I was at a 10 and they were at a 10 and it just never worked. But I was always attracted to that darkness,
right?
Where like I should be with a level 2 because I'm at a 10.
So then you average out.
Yeah. So like even though Mike has a little bit, he's a nice guy, but he's got that dark.
Yeah, he's got a good little edge.
Yeah. So I gotta have the edge.
I thought I wrote that I when I was writing my own notes, I had that too. It's like, what did it say? Oh yeah. How would you describe your perfect match? And they had like examples and they said adorkable, alpha personality, fit, hipster, edgy. And I like a nerdy guy. Like I'm a nerd. And so I said adorkable, like hipster, but manly. Like I need like a soft, sensitive guy because
I can sing show tunes but still be a man.
Maybe I sing a lot of show tunes maybe because I felt but maybe not singing the show tunes, but allows me to sing them or will come with me to see them.
Oh yeah, okay.
But like a sense, like I want like because I do feel like I can lead with my a tougher energy. I think I've developed that over the years to sort of protect myself.
Right.
That it'd be really nice to have like someone that's like really in tune with their soft, sensitive side, but is still a man that could still like throw me up against a wall, you know?
Right. So a man that can make you bring out your soft, sensitive side. Because I think both of us have very masculine energy.
But very sensitive cores, we just don't lead with it. Yeah. So I like that. Okay. I think it's sort of like how you said, Mike, like, it's like, he's that really sweet guy, but he still has a bit of the manly edge to him. Like,
like when I'm just like, he'll deal with me for a while. And then when he's like, I'm done, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, and then I'm like, okay. It's that little switch, but because he's good the whole time. So I know that when he gets to that level, I've like
you've hit it, and then you respect it.
I've been poking for a while.
A little needle. Yeah.
So okay, give me another question.
Okay. What I'll ask you this: what are your deal breakers?
Oh, I know those.
You do?
Yeah.
What are yours?
Mine are substance abuse.
Okay.
Infidelity.
Oh, yeah.
And
those are good ones.
Anger.
Yeah.
Like somebody that likes to, when they fight, they like to call you names. Like bitch or like I can't handle that. Those and that's like that was a process for me though. Me and Mike have a rule like I don't ever say fuck you, you're an asshole, and he doesn't say it to me.
Such a good rule.
So, we just walk away and then we're like, okay, we need to talk.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that's harder because, a lot of times you just want to vomit everything and it's not even about what you're fighting about.
It's never about what you're fighting about.
Yeah. So
that's a really good rule though.
So name calling, I guess. So substance abuse, name calling, and infidelity.
Yeah.
Those are deal breakers.
I like all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are yours?
Well, I was just thinking like like those are so good. And I'm like, not connected in the present moment. Because like
so you want to but
it's true. I don't like people that like are on the phone or like to me I'm such a thoughtful person and like I always I just like to be present for people and when people aren't to me it makes me so angry. Like I'm just like I don't know. There's something about not being not connecting, not being thoughtful, not being kind and considerate of other people.
But that's real. I mean,
that's real.
It's just being in the moment. You don't want somebody that's like you're talking to and they're checking their phones and stuff. So that's real. So
that's
I think
like
it's
being
the
connection
present.
Again.
Being present.
Yeah. It's the being present.
Yeah.
The one thing that I've always said, like, I want someone that is exocentric. Like there's so many people in this world that are egocentric. It's all about them. But somebody that's like wanting to better the world around them, no matter what they're doing.
Right.
Whether it's like, someone that's doing philanthropy or someone that is like comedy, whatever it is, but they're still making the world a better place.
So giving back.
giving back in some way,
gives back,
or is just aware of the world around them. Like there's some, I'm vegan, and I don't think that that's everybody's choice. That's mine, but I'm also doing it as an environmental thing, as an animal thing, somebody that's like conscious of the world around them in things that they do.
Well, these two are really good.
They're big to me.
Yeah.
I do. And like, I don't like negative people or judgmental people. Like, again, with the vegan thing, like, I'm like, you can do whatever you want to do. I'll do whatever I want to do. But like, I've had people that like, I'm vegan, and they like make a face, and I'm like, I'm not judging you. Like, why are you judging me?
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I feel like that happens too. Like, I haven't drank for a year.
Yeah.
And people get really uncomfortable when you don't drink. Oh, just one. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to get really healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some health issues. I want to get, and they get uncomfortable. They want me to drink. And I'm like, but just drink. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
I found that alcoholism and meat are the two things that people feel very, like, I feel like as they think that you're judging them. Because they're judging them.
Listen, I judge myself enough.
Exactly.
I don't need to judge anybody else.
We got that covered.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're just so, it's like a dating. Are you open to dating outside your usual type? Things like that. Like, it's just a lot. Like, so celebrity crushes. Anyway, it's a lot of stuff to.
So why don't we do more of these questions and another segment?
Okay.
So let's keep
I
adding.
could use your help.
Yeah. Let's fill out the questionnaire, and then next episode.
Yeah.
Let's keep filling out more questions and going over it.
Because I do appreciate your help with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have to wrap up soon.
Okay.
I know that, what?
Well, yeah, I was going to say before we wrap.
Okay.
Again, I brought so much paperwork because this is your show.
Right.
And you ask
You're
people
scaring
things.
me right now. I can see something is up in your face.
What?
What?
But because you...
It's so small I can't see it.
Yeah, you can't, please.
I'm blind anyway.
Plus, you'll probably call it sexual terms anyway. But because you are always interviewing people,
right?
I thought it would be really fun if I interviewed you.
Oh God!
And just asked you a few questions, just for fun, just
like
flip the tables
fire?
a little rapid fire. Like I have, I coined a phrase that I thought would be fun.
Okay.
Nick at 9.
Ooh,
Just kidding.
I like
because it's like Nick at night, but 9 questions. I thought I could ask you 9 questions every time I come on.
Okay.
But ask them super fast. You have to say the first thing that comes as whatever.
Okay.
All right. If you'll do it with
Ooh,
me.
I'm sweating right now. Let's do it.
I will just say I eased into this. Speaking of lube, like this is a good ease.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So since this is my first time on your show, thank you for having me.
Okay.
I thought I would theme this one. I'm going to do themes each time.
Okay.
This is called firsts.
Ooh, okay. Let's do it.
All right. So whatever first thing
Pops
that
into
comes
my
to your
head.
mind.
Okay, go.
And feel free to expound upon them. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Nick at 9. Just kidding.
Okay. We got 3 minutes.
Okay. What was your first job?
First job, jewelry. Worked at a jewelry store.
Okay. What was the first album you ever owned?
Stevie Wonder.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you remember which album?
It was the one with the bright colors, the orange one. No, I don't remember that.
I don't know that one. Who was your first love?
Oh God. Some guy. I don't want to answer that.
Okay.
I don't want to give a name.
We'll give him any. That's fair. What was the first thing you did this morning?
Drank coffee.
Good. What do you put in your coffee?
Stevia and cream.
I like this. Where were you when you saw your first penis?
I opened my mom's bedroom door.
I did not expect that at all.
I walked in on her and I was like, ah! I think I was scarred for life.
Just to be clear, it's not her mother that has the penis.
Well, who knows?
You never know.
This voice came from somewhere.
This is a whole different family. Okay. This is another phrase I coined called into witch in.
Okay.
When or how did you know you had your witchy intuition?
I would see things or I would have a premonition and then it would happen.
Oh, wow. If y'all don't know this, Elizabeth like feels things and she's always 100% spot on. And she calls it like her witchy intuition.
It's
so
scary sometimes.
It is scary. Always dead on. But I like it. Don't you like intuition?
Oh,
don't you like it?
I just thought that.
That's yours.
Okay.
When did you first know you loved Mike?
It was the third date when he took me to the Four Seasons in Santa Barbara, and we had a lot of drinks, and I wouldn't have sex with him like for a month. I wanted to wait.
Yeah.
But we had third date, he had a really nice car and I was really drunk and we made out before. So we had a fun car ride. Well, he did.
Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he did. And then it was strawberries and champagne on the beach. He had a fun car ride. No wonder he put a ring on it. Okay, what was the first thing you ever did that scared you?
Talk back to my parents.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good answer.
Yeah. We're Cuban.
Oh,
that freaking flip-flop goes, it's like a boomerang. You scream at your parents like, and it knocks you upside the head.
God, I bet it literally and probably figuratively.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No joke. Yeah.
Okay, finale.
Okay.
Who was the first person that ever made you feel starstruck? First celebrity or person?
That's a good question. I think Dave Bautista.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
like
that.
I never really but I wasn't so much starstruck as I just was like, my God, he's so cool. Because you always meet like celebrities and they're kind of dicks.
Totally.
Or like bitchy, and I get it, because everybody wants something or whatever. But he was just like so real. So I thought it was like, I was like, I think
and he's a force too. Like he's a presence.
He's got
when
a presence.
He walks.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
those are good.
Thank you.
I love
Make
it.
9.
You like saying that. Oh my God, Nikki, I had so much fun.
Thank you for having me. This is so much fun.
I can't wait for you guys to see more of Nicola and me on the streets.
Yep.
And we're going to do this once a month. So,
yep. Get prepared. Get some, just put the radio down a little bit.
And eventually when I can drink again, we're going to be doing one drinking. We have to do a drinking show.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do like our own little drunk history.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Left Unsupervised. Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Left Unsupervised Podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.